Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing a B.E.S. Simorgh deck profile for you guys. Yeah. So before I get started with that, I want to show you guys this. This is something I had done yesterday. So, yeah, it's actually really quite cool. I actually really like how I did that. Um, but yeah. So now for the deck profile. So the B.S. line is pretty standard. Three Blaster Cannon Core, three MK3, three MK2, and then three Tetran. That line's just standard for any, at least for my mixes I've done. So, um, so basically, Blaster Cannon Core, you can special if your opponent controls more monsters than what you do, and then if it's normal special, then it gets three counters. And then Mark 3, if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special in defense, and then it gets three counters when it's normal special. So, yeah. And then you can also on this without triggering, but it gets destroyed because it won't have any counters on it. But once it's special, then it gets three counters. So, yeah. And then Tetran, once it's normal summon, you put three counters on it, and then you remove a counter to destroy a spell trap. So, yeah. And then all the BSs has shared the same effect where they kind of be destroyed by battle while they have a counter on. So that's really quite good. So that's pretty much it for the BES stuff besides just stuff as well. Um, so two Dark Simorgh, and then one of the Wind, and then one of Dark Simorgh. Or two Darkness Simorgh. So the reason why I chose that ratio is that I didn't really want to brick the Simorgh too much, so I just chose a little small ratio and just went with that. So yeah. So for the Darkness Simorgh, basically all the Darkness ones act or has an effect where they act like wind along with the dark attribute. So yeah. But if you treat a dark or wind monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, which is also really quite good. I think this one has the same effect too. No, it does not. Okay, but that's still for a darkness one. That's still really quite good. And then when a spell, trap, card or effect, meaning a spell, trap, or effect is activated, card effect, you can treat one Wing Beast monster and negate the activation if you do destroy that card. So that's really quite good. You can treat itself, you can treat anything else that's a Wing Beast. So it's really quite good. And then the Lord of the Storms. So your opponent cannot target this card or this tree summon card with spell trap card effects. And the same thing where it can negate a spell trap or effect of a spell trap effect. And then when your Wing Beast monster is destroyed by battle, while this card is in your graveyard, you can add it back to your hand. So that's also kind of nice. And then for the Dark Simorgh. So for anybody that doesn't know, this card is, I think it's using ninjas, like a version of ninjas. They can bring it out, but it's really quite good. So while this card is face up, it's also a wind attribute, which is actually kind of cool. You banish one dark monster, one wind monster from your grave, special this card from your hand. That's kind of hard to do. I mean, it's possible, but it's kind of tricky. And then you banish one dark monster and one wind from your hand, special this card from your graveyard. And then your opponent cannot set any cards on the field. So that's actually really kind of nice in certain matchups. So yeah. And then three of the Simorgh Bird of Ending. So when this card's normal summon, you send one Simorgh card from your deck to a grave. So that's also kind of nice. You can send like other stuff that you might need, your other birds or your spells or whatever. Because these actually special if your opponent controls no spells and traps, so that's also really quite good. So, and then Simorgh, Bird of Summoning. So when this card's no summoning, add one Simorgh from your deck to your hand, except itself. So that's also really quite cool. So you can search for any of your big dudes or your small dudes, whichever they need. So, and then Simorgh, Bird of Beginnings. So this is basically like the Dark Monarch. I think it's level 2. Where you can get additional tribute summon for a Simorgh monster. So, yeah, that's actually really quite cool. So that's basically it for the monsters. Now for the spells. So 3 Simorgh arrival. So you discard 1 Wing Beast monster and then add 2 Simorgh monsters with different names or different attributes from your deck to your hand. So you can add something like the Darkness Simorgh and Bird of Beginning, or whatever ratio or combination that you want to do. I think that's your only one that you can do is a Dark in the Wind. But yeah, or yeah, that's your only combination. So you can add like this one and this one if you want to, or something like that. So yeah, and then you can banish this card from your grave or reveal 1 Wing Beast, and then you do reduce the level of monsters in your hand with the same name by 1 for the rest of the turn. So that's also can be really quite handy to be able to summon this out in your first turn if you can. So, and then some more rejection. This bounces all cards in your punch spells and traps to your hand. So that's also really quite nice. And then it has the same effect where you banish it and then reveal a Wing Beast, and it goes down by 1. So, and then 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Stormforth, because it's really quite good in this deck. To null summon this and then get additional tribute summon, and the Stormforth, bring out Big Dude, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, and Zalos. Just help bring out your B.E.S monsters. You can also bring them out off of Stormforth, but it's more better to do it off its spell. So, and then 2 Sacred Peak of Simorgh. So all Wing Beast monsters on field gain 300 attack and defense. And then you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So you can either reveal a level 5 or higher wind monster in your hand this turn. You can also 1 Wing Beast monster for 1 less tribute, even if this card leaves the field. So that's also really quite good. So yeah, using like null summon, effect, null summon, and then effect of the bird to be able to summon out this or this and do your thing. So, and then if you control a wind Wing Beast, you can immediately after this effect resolve null summon 1 Wing Beast monster. So that's what I was talking about, where you can null summon effect and then activate this null summon and then do your stuff. So it's really actually pretty cool. And then 1 Metaverse. So, but yeah, so that's basically it for the B.E.S Simorgh. This is probably the best ratio that I could come up with for this deck. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I also do have Guardians I'm working on. This is probably one of the better ratios that I've come up with for this build too. This card's absolutely stupid if your opponent doesn't get rid of it. Because it basically gains 500 attack for each counter that's on the field, which with this it can rack up really quickly. So But yeah, I was putting that in my Guardian deck profile whenever I do that. But anyways, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And stay tuned for those with the B.E.S. Simorgh deck. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in tomorrow's video, I guess.